Get ready for action because the San Francisco 49ers offseason is officially complete. We start with Zachary Perrells breaking down the surprising completeness of the 49ers roster, focusing on how Mike Evans is set up to be that crucial finishing piece for a postseason run. And we look at the defensive additions that have made this roster feel truly complete. Williams. And finally, we look at the outlook for the season ahead. We analyze the projected win probability for every game in the 49ers 2026 schedule, showing why this team is entering their 10th season with a surprisingly easy path to 9 wins. Stay with us for the rest of the show. The San Francisco 49ers have finalized a surprisingly complete roster following their offseason moves, focusing on solidifying existing core talent rather than making sweeping changes. According to Zachary Perrells of CBS Sports, the offseason was defined by the goal of achieving completeness, with Mike Evans highlighted as the finishing piece that completes a roster already loaded for a postseason run. While some observers note the risk of signing a player with a history of injuries after a challenging season, the team's strategy appears to be different from the Buccaneers, suggesting they will manage Evans' role carefully during the regular season, reserving his impact for the playoffs, where the team needs a Super Bowl winner with a proven track record of big moments. The roster boasts elite talent at multiple positions. Key additions include Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and Trent Williams, complemented by Mike Evans and his Hall of Fame resume. On the defensive side, the team strengthened its unit by adding Osa Odighizuwa to provide a playmaker at a crucial position group. The defensive core features Nick Bosa at edge, Fred Warner at linebacker, and Diamador Lenoir in the secondary, lending a sense of overall completeness to the squad. The draft strategy reflected this philosophy. Rather than flashy picks, the 49ers targeted complementary pieces such as a wide receiver, a backup running back, and a third-down pass rusher to address depth needs. The team opted to pursue high-upside flyers in other areas where explosive potential was sought. Ultimately, the consensus is that the 49ers roster is now more complete, with the primary focus shifting to maintaining player health. The San Francisco 49ers are experiencing a significant influx of talent flowing through the University of Washington coaching pipeline, with Coach Fisch's program proving to be a potent source of NFL-caliber players. The team has recently added 2 more players from Fisch's roster, offensive lineman Carver Willis and cornerback Ephesians Prysock, following consecutive 4th-round draft selections. These additions join receiver Jacob Cowing, a 2024 draft pick from Arizona, and former Washington defensive tackle Sebastian Valdez. The 49ers are also reportedly eyeing further talent from the program, including receiver Tederoa McMillan, whose performance in 2025 led to rumors of a trade attempt. Carver Willis, an offensive lineman, praised the program's structure, stating, "The Niners can do no wrong at UW. We watch their walkthrough to learn how to walk through. We watch their practice tapes to learn how to practice professionally. We watch their run game to learn how to run wide zone and inside zone. The Niners are an organization that UW really, really respects." Willis's move to the 49ers involves a transition to an interior role, initially competing with veterans at left guard, while the coaching staff has prepared him for future positions, including center, given the existing roster situation. Fisch noted that Willis excelled in a system mirroring the Shanahan approach, demonstrating proficiency in run blocking and understanding of the team's terminology. Ephesians Prysock, a cornerback, has also been integrated into the 49ers defensive backfield. Prysock's development under Fisch involved rigorous preparation, with Fisch emphasizing the program's focus on professional preparation. Prysock's physical prowess, particularly his tackling ability, has been highlighted by Fisch, who noted his willingness to engage physically and his potential to play multiple positions. The 49ers have bolstered their defensive back unit by signing veteran cornerbacks Nate Hobbs and Jack Jones, signaling a strategic shift to a big nickel approach under new defensive coordinator Raheem Morris. The connection between the 49ers and the Washington program is deep-rooted, extending beyond recent draft picks. Fisch has a personal history with the franchise, having coached with an associate of Kyle Shanahan's and having overlapped with the 49ers offensive line coach during previous stints. Furthermore, the program's success is built on strong relationships, with Fisch highlighting how players like Willis and Prysock thrived in the specific, high-level system Washington employs. This combination of raw talent, sophisticated scheme, and strong coaching relationships is making the Washington pipeline an increasingly attractive destination for NFL teams. The San Francisco 49ers remain one of the most active teams in the NFL offseason, with John Lynch orchestrating numerous moves. While recent transactions like the trade involving Osa Odighizuwa and a third-round pick have been noted, the focus now shifts to securing final roster needs before the 2026 season. Analysts have put forward 3 potential, under-the-radar trades designed to solidify the team's depth and address key positional gaps. One major area of focus is the tight end position. While the possibility of George Kittle returning in Week 1 remains an optimistic scenario, the team needs a long-term solution. Michael Mayer presents an immediate option, as the current Las Vegas Raiders tight end has been displaced by Brock Bowers. If the Raiders are not planning to re-sign Mayer, a trade for him could be feasible. Addressing the offensive line, the need for a long-term offensive tackle replacement persists, despite the presence of Trent Williams. To bolster depth, a potential trade involves the Jacksonville Jaguars. San Francisco could acquire tackle Walker Little in exchange for Tatum Bethune, a linebacker who would likely start for Jacksonville following Devin Lloyd's departure. This move would improve the linebacker core while mitigating risk on the offensive line. In the quarterback department, rumors surrounding Mac Jones have quieted down, but his trade value remains high given the scarcity of capable starting quarterbacks. The Cleveland Browns could be a target. If Cleveland is unwilling to commit to Shedeur Sanders or Deshaun Watson for the upcoming season, San Francisco could negotiate a significant price for the veteran quarterback, especially following his strong performances in 2025 starts. The San Francisco 49ers are gearing up for their 10th season under head coach Kyle Shanahan, a year that promises both challenges and an unexpectedly favorable schedule. Despite anticipated travel demands, projections suggest the 49ers face one of the easiest road maps in the league for the 2026 season. ESPN's Mike Clay has released win probability projections for every game on the team's 17 regular season schedule, indicating a strong outlook for San Francisco. Clay's model suggests the 49ers have a 50% or greater chance of securing 9 wins in 2026. The game-by-game breakdown reveals a mix of matchups with several high-probability victories. Key projections include a 93% chance of winning against the Miami Dolphins in Week 2 and an 87% probability against the Arizona Cardinals in Week 3. The team also faces favorable matchups against the Washington Commanders, Las Vegas Raiders, and the Philadelphia Eagles, all showing win probabilities of 75% or higher. Conversely, the schedule includes tougher tests, such as a 24% win probability against the Los Angeles Rams in Week 1 and a 31% chance against the Seattle Seahawks in Week 5. Other notable projections include a 49% chance against the Denver Broncos in Week 4 and a 38% probability against the Dallas Cowboys in Week 10. The projected total win count for the 49ers in 2026 stands at 9.5 wins. This schedule analysis provides a detailed look at the projected path for the 49ers as they embark on their next season.